Hello, One Piece fans. Today, we finally have the legendary presence of Elbaf, which has appeared after a long time. I would like to bring you the news about Prince Loki. We will cover his true identity, which has been shrouded in mystery until now, the bounty announced by the world government, and the intriguing story of Loki's encounter with Luffy. First, let's briefly touch on the character of Loki. Loki is known as the Prince of Elbaf, which is a country of giants famous in the One Piece world as the home of the most powerful warriors. Loki has been mentioned several times, but in reality, very little has been revealed about his abilities or personality. However, this time, the world government has finally announced a bounty, assessing his danger, and his true nature is slowly starting to be revealed. The bounty set by the world government for Loki is an astonishing 2.6 billion berries. This is noteworthy because the bounty was assessed solely based on his individual abilities, regardless of the size of the pirate crews or factions most pirates belong to. Generally, bounties are set by considering the size of a pirate crew, their criminal history, and the level of threat they pose to the world government. However, in Loki's case, reaching this amount without a pirate crew suggests that his strength and level of danger are comparable to that of the Yonko. This has led many fans to make various speculations about what kind of abilities Loki might possess. Although little information has been released so far, the fact that his name is tied to the legendary royal family of Elbaf, and that his combat abilities could potentially pose a threat not only to Elbaf but to the entire world, suggests that he is a person with enormous potential. Through this story, the scene where Loki and Luffy first meet has been revealed. Currently, Luffy meets Loki, who is sealed in the underworld, and this leads to a direct conversation between the two. In his current bound state, Loki makes an intriguing proposal to Luffy. He says that if Luffy frees him, he will eliminate any pirate crew that Luffy names in return. In this scene, we get a glimpse of Loki's cunning and confident personality. He has strong confidence in his abilities and possesses the skill to cleverly persuade others when necessary. However, despite such a proposal, Loki is unable to gain Luffy's trust. An interesting point is that Loki mentions Shanks during their conversation. He describes Shanks as a coward and mocks him for avoiding a war in the past, saying that the timing wasn't right during their confrontation. This statement provokes Luffy's anger, and he immediately tries to attack Loki, but Loki brushes it off, claiming it was just a joke. Loki insists that in order to talk more about why he criticized Shanks and his past with him, Luffy must free him from his restraints. Specific details about the relationship between Loki and Shanks have not been revealed yet, but the mention of Loki meeting Shanks, conversing with him, and even attempting to fight suggests that something significant occurred between the two at that time. Depending on how Shanks' actions toward the world government and other pirates contrast with Loki's evaluation, this could add a new perspective to the world of One Piece. On the other hand, regarding Loki's bounty of 2.6 billion berries, some fans have raised questions. This is a lower amount than the bounties of Monkey D. Luffy, Trafalgar Law, and Captain Kidd, who are currently valued at 3 billion berries each. However, there is an important difference here. The bounties for these three captains were set based on their roles as pirate crew leaders, their various combat achievements in the past, and the level of threat they posed to the world government. On the other hand, Loki's bounty was assessed purely based on his individual abilities, so it may not be appropriate to directly compare him to them. In other words, considering these factors, if Loki begins to actively operate and build his own power, his bounty is likely to increase even further. Even in his current state, he is already considered to possess strength comparable to that of the Yonko. This means that if he is freed, he could become an even greater threat than the current Yonko. Loki is a character with a powerful background from Elbaf and exceptional individual abilities, possessing the potential to bring significant changes to the world of One Piece. His appearance not only ties into the story related to Elbaf but also foreshadows new conflicts and storylines involving the world government, Shanks, and Luffy. It will be very interesting to see what choices Loki makes in the future and how his relationship with Luffy evolves. Additionally, I am looking forward to learning more about the impact Loki will have on the world and the further revelation of his past. That's all for the content I prepared today. What do you all think about the story of Loki and Elbaf? Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time with more interesting One Piece stories. Thank you.